Hey everybody, this is Pastor Megan and I'm at Kilmainham Jail. And here is a place where a lot of the prisoners from the 1916 Easter Uprising were executed, actually. Sorry about the background noise. That's what happens when you just film wherever you are. One of the things that I wanted to talk about today was the ways that our society punishes people for being poor. Whether it's through a social crime, like someone being arrested for urinating in public because they don't have access to bathroom facilities, or it's people who, like the folk at this jail during the potato famine, were predominantly folk who were arrested for stealing loaves of bread. It changes what it means to pray for your daily bread when you know that if you don't have food because it's used to pay your rent or because there is blight in your country, that you will be put in jail and put on severe work duty and locked up for several years. In this particular jail, there was even someone as young as 5 who was stolen because they thought maybe he was put in jail because they thought he had stolen some steel. They later let the child go, but it says something when you have a society where the rules are centered around adulthood being when you are able to go to work, and if you come from a poor family, those laws are enforced on you in a much more strict fashion. They had folk here who were wealthy or posh, who got to have their furniture and didn't suffer the same punishments, but the people who were living in poverty were tortured psychologically and physically. And so I think thinking about the ways that our faith has been used to punish other people, how do we repent from that as a society, as individuals, for punishing folk who have different cultures, different social ways of being in the world, and different amounts of money? So how do we stop punishing poverty and curing poverty, right? Creating peace, real peace in the world. I think I have some answers. Feed people, provide them with shelter, don't expect them necessarily to be able to pay for it, but not everyone thinks that that's a fair system. Here in the jail, they believed that God was the person doing the reforming of the individuals. They thought they needed to have harsh punishment that was worse than the poverty on the outside of the jail, and that if they designed the jail to make people feel like the eye of God was watching them in a